Hi, good evening, everyone. And this is my first team call. I know a lot of our friends are at Summit, which is really exciting. I hope they're having a blast. I think it's actually opening ceremonies right now, streaming live. So as I jump on this call, I just am thinking about them and hope they're having a blast. But I wanted to share this evening some information about motivational interviewing. So I'm going to share my screen. And I'm new to this, so give me 1 second. Okay. All right, let me put this slideshow up. Okay. All right, so the topic for tonight is called motivational interviewing, and this is a topic I often use with my patients in behavioral change and health outcomes. So I think it's very, it overlaps a lot of what we do. So a little bit about me. I am new as a coach this past May, but I am a mom of 2 boys who are 6 and 9, Gavin and JW, and I'm a master's prepared nurse and also a health coach through Beachbody. I've been using Beachbody products for over 4 years and decided to commit this past May to becoming a coach. So in my position as a nurse, I'm a patient navigator, and what I do is I help patients with chronic illnesses change their behaviors to help create better outcomes in life, similarly to what we do with Beachbody in preventative health care. I currently practice at St. Mary's in Langhorne, but through Beachbody, it's a great platform that we can continue to educate, empower, and help others avoid unnecessary health conditions. And I know you do this as well through just speaking with your clients every day. So flip to the next slide. Basic overview. What is communication? Communication is the simple exchange of information or news. There are several channels that we use to send and receive news and info, which may include verbal, nonverbal, face-to-face, text, email, Facebook, along with numerous other social media outlets. With all these communication channels, how do we successfully communicate our information to our clients? We know our message is clear and simple to help others achieve amazing results through proven programs, nutritional plans, and support. But how can we get this info across? So first things first, we have to get to know your client. So who is your client? How do you know them? Are they ready to commit? What are they looking to achieve? Have they had success in the past? What has caused challenges in the past? What excuses have popped up in your conversations? These are some rhetorical questions that you have to ask yourself prior to engaging your client. Ways to get to know your client could be through Facebook, prior conversations, and feedback that you've received. The importance of knowing your client is the first step to understanding your client. Cold invites often lead to crickets, but a thoughtful introduction about something meaningful to the client can be a start of a beautiful relationship. So now that you know your client and have made the initial invite and some discussion has unfolded about fitness goals, we'll get into the interview process. And this is where motivational interviewing really comes to fruition, and you'll see some great results with this technique. So first things first is you want to ask permission. By asking permission from your client, it shows that you respect his or her time and honest feedback. Some examples are, would it be okay to talk to you about your health and fitness goals? Could we review some of the products or programs you've tried in the past? Or, I saw your post about X or Y. Can we talk about that? By asking permission, you have shown your client that you care about their time and their responses. You've shown a genuine interest to know your client and starting to develop that relationship. In such simple terms, really, it's just asking, saying, is it okay to talk about it? Often we jump in and assume that we know what our client needs without really asking them. We believe so much in our products that we forget to first be believers in our clients. So we must be believers in them before we jump to what we think they need. So now that we've asked permission, we're going to start invoking change talk. So change talk incorporates successful outcomes through clients providing reasons for their needed change. This is the step where we avoid lecturing and talking at clients. But now that we, are jumping into the questions, I'll have some examples here for you. So some examples of evoking questions are, what would you like to see different about your health and fitness? What makes you think you need a change? What do you think would happen if you don't make the change? What would be different if you reached your goal? Or how would you feel if you reached your goal? What would your life look like if you reached or didn't reach your goal? These questions are aimed to assist the client to get real with the change. Often we find clients wanting to change, but not really reflecting on what positive change could really bring to their lives. We want to focus on being supportive, as well as we well know this change can be difficult. If we ask these questions, excuse me, what do you need? It's in the kitchen. You still have soap on your body. Go ahead.
Is it white?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's shady.
Okay. Sorry, that's my 6-year-old. If one of these questions is asked and you receive an honest answer, you have a great foundation set for a relationship to build and grow your coaching relationship with your client. Now, how to respond to these answers. This is a motivational tool called a readiness or confidence scoring ruler. The client is now ready and motivated for change, but how confident are they in their ability to be successful or ready to change? Maybe they've said, I thought about joining a program or joining a gym, but I never can get to that place. So in bringing this readiness ruler out, you set a number to their feelings or their hesitancy or their excuses. So this interviewing tool can help the client assess their confidence, their readiness to be successful. The client might say, I'm totally ready, this sounds great, but when you ask them on a scale of 1 to 10, they may only say 5. This is where more questioning needs to come into. For example, I've heard you say that you're totally ready for a change and that but then you say you're a 5. So what do you feel is keeping you at a 5? And another example of a question is, what do you think we could do to move you from a 5 to say an 8 or a 9 on the readiness ruler? This communication will continue to build trust and a supportive relationship. Another way to use this ruler is, again, confidence. Again, this communication and feedback will give insight on how to help the client, keep them motivated, and how much support or follow-up they may need from you as a coach if they do begin a challenge program. So they've done a lot of discussion. They've offered some insight into where they are right now. And this is where reflective listening comes into play. So reflective listening validates the client's feelings or responses. You're not always going to get that, holy moly, hell yes kind of answer, I'm in. So what you want to do is use some of these reflective listening techniques, like it sounds like, or what I hear you say. On one hand, it sounds like, but on the other hand, it sounds like, or it seems as if, I get the sense that, and it feels as though. It's just reiterating what you're hearing from the client and putting it in their perspective. So it digs deep into the client's reasons, their motivations, and potential barriers. We see and hear this all the time. I want to lose weight, but I want to join a challenge group, but I've been wanting to lose weight, but this is when we have to use these tools. It sounds like you're interested in losing weight, but it also sounds like something is holding you back. Is it okay to talk about those possible reasons? Another aspect of motivational interviewing is normalizing and affirmations. Normalizing is a method of communication, communicating to your client that they're not alone in this challenge. Many other people feel the same way. Normalizing is a stage, is a stage and a great way to bring up other clients, your own challenges, your journeys, success stories. It keeps it real, it keeps it honest, it lets them know that other people struggle the same way. For example, a lot of people are concerned about the commitment, the cost, the workouts, or many people report the same feelings or challenges as you. Another piece of it is affirmations. Affirmations are supportive statements verifying and addressing the client's positive change. This is huge. Affirmations are an excellent way to commend and congratulate your client on small changes. Even verbalizing readiness to change is often a big step. Take this opportunity to recognize your clients, change behaviors. Change behaviors. For example, your commitment really shows you want to improve your health, gain energy, or lose weight. With the obstacles you have, it sounds like you really want to work hard on your fitness journey. So by just taking pieces of what you've heard your patient, crossing over here, of your client has said, you can rework that into an affirmation statement, because this change is hard. And often them just responding to you is a big piece that they're reaching out and saying, you know what, this person might have something that I'd have something to gain from. So feedback and summaries. Feedback is an opportunity to offer information and debunk some of these myths. Feedback gives you the opportunity to explain products or clarify why the trifecta of workouts, nutrition, and support truly work. Also, I found clients have committed in the past to other products and have been unsuccessful. This gives you the opportunity to provide more information about how Beachbody's products are so different and there is such success behind them and why we stand apart. This is where you can flex your knowledge and experience muscle. And if you don't know the information, take the time to go to teambeachbody.com or your upline sponsor and ask, because that's how you become more knowledgeable about programs, products. I know I've picked Amanda's brain a bunch of times. And then summaries. Summaries is a chance to wrap up the communication. So what is the next step? Summaries is a recap of the discussions. So just to recap, it sounds like you're ready to make a change, ... Or in our conversation, we covered a lot of awesome topics. I enjoyed hearing your goals and would like to follow up with you again in X amount of time, say a month. And you commit to that. You hold them to that. And thank you so much for sharing and helping me get to know your goals and challenges. I hear that you're ready to make a change. Is it okay to send you a link for a challenge group or challenge pack, something that you've discussed within that conversation or the interview process? The benefit of summarizing is to recognize your client's statements and build that coaching relationship. It may end as an open discussion with a follow-up needed, but you have already engaged the client and made them think about a lot of things. Their readiness to change, their current fitness level, their feelings, if they've achieved their goal or not achieved their goal, and they know, most importantly, who to reach out to if they do have questions. So is there any questions? I'm going to exit the screen and flip back. Okay, and if there's not any questions, I'm gonna stop the recording now. All right, and everyone have a great night.